Today on At the Lab Creations, we're going to be making a type of Bolognese mac and cheese pizza. Yeah, that sounds insane. I've been looking on posts through Instagram. I've been seeing these ridiculous mac and cheese pizzas or fry pizzas, you know, with fries and stuff. It looks crazy as heck. And I'm like, how about we do a Bolognese pasta and then use that to top it off on our pizza. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Guys, I want to point out that this is a version of the pizza dough made by Binging With Babish in the deep dish pizza episode. I really love that recipe and I've stuck with it ever since. So be sure to check it out. Trust me, you'll love it. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is warm up the milk, which I'm doing in the background, and then add a packet of yeast. Worth noting, I'm using a cup of milk. It's warm. Place it in a container. I'm using this measuring cup. We are going to add a tablespoon of sugar to feed the yeast. Next, let's add the packet of yeast. And let's stir this around. We'll leave this for 3 to 4 minutes in order for the yeast to bloom, and we'll begin to do the actual dough. Is put the 2 cups of flour on that container, a half a cup actually, sorry, of cornmeal, and then we're gonna pour in our yeast and milk. Also, let's add a pinch of salt. And now, let's begin mixing. After you mix it well, it's gonna look like this. I ended up adding a tablespoon's worth of flour in order to mix it well. Now we're gonna grease up the bowl and cover it with a moist towel in order to let it rise for about an hour or so, or until it doubles in size. Use your time wisely. Like, if you could wash dishes or do other stuff in order to advance in the recipe or the food that you're making, please do so. In my case, over there in the back, I'm working on a Bolognese sauce. It's about halfway through, so I started working on the dough. So that way, once the dough rises, the sauce will also be ready, and we can make the pasta and get everything going and, you know, save as much time as possible. Now that our dough is ready, now let's begin to stretch it out. I'm going to do it with my hands. In this case, it's going to be a bit of an oval shape, since we are going to work it through in the cast iron skillet. I'm going to stretch this out a bit more, and I think this is good. Now I'm going to transfer it. It's okay if it stretches out a bit. It was almost perfect. There we go. Now that our pizza is in our cast iron skillet and our oven is preheated at 350, let's begin to assemble. Now we're going to add a cup of mozzarella, and then we're going to add a cheese mixture of Monterey, cheddar, and asadero. I want this to be nice and cheesy, just like our mac and cheese Bolognese pasta. This is how our Bolognese mac and cheese pizza looks before we place it in the oven. Now let's just stick it into the oven and wait until it gets that nice and toasty color up top. We'll remove it and plate it. There we go, guys. We have the Bolognese mac and cheese pizza. I really can't believe that I made this. Now let's take a closer look. Now let's proceed to cut it. I'm gonna cut it into 6 pieces, probably a little more. Oh God. This is amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it into, 6 pieces. There we go. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode at the Lab Creations with the Bolognese mac and cheese pizza. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all the socials. If you have any feedback, please do so. Leave them in the comment below. Until then, I hope you enjoy.